Whenever I'm trying to help someone with their Amazon business, one of the first questions they ask me when they're new to it is, what do I need? What equipment do I need? What hardware do I need? Can you just give me a list and tell me what to go and buy to get started? And that is exactly what I'm going to be going over in this video. What hardware/equipment do you need to start your Amazon business? So the first one, and probably the most obvious one, is you are going to need a computer or a laptop. Now this is going to be to handle your Google Sheets. This is going to be to log into your Seller Central and log into any kind of profit tracking stuff like that. If anyone says to you that you can do it from a phone, you can't. It's too complicated. It takes too long. You need a computer to print out things and to sort all your admin. You cannot do it from your phone. Don't be silly. There's no such thing as working from your phone. You need a computer or a laptop. You can have a laptop lifestyle if you want and go wherever you want and work from the laptop. But as long as you have one of those two things, it's going to make your life a lot easier. You can't do it from your phone. You're going to need a computer or a laptop. The next thing you're going to be thinking about is printers. There's two printers you're going to need. And I've added some links for everything that I'm going to mention in the description below. So if you want to go and check them out, they're all bought on Amazon. It's pretty easy. And it's good stuff that I use personally, so I can vouch for it. So the first printer you're going to need is a laser printer. Don't waste your time with an inkjet printer because you're going to be printing so many FBA labels. It's really going to be using a lot of ink. You're going to be spending a fortune on ink. So just get a laser printer. There's a cheap Brother laser printer in the description below, and that's the one I would recommend. This is going to be for printing out your barcodes that you're going to stick on products. So it's very important that you get this one right. A reliable printer that isn't going to break every few days. So just pay a little bit more, get the laser printer. It's worth it in the long term. For that printer, you're also going to need some labels. These are the labels that you put into the printer so you can print off the barcodes and stick them onto the products. This is obviously if you're doing your own prep. Again, we buy these on Amazon. You can buy them in other places, but Amazon, you always get next day delivery and you can't really get that from a shop. So there's a handy link to the labels down in the description below. The next thing you're going to be thinking about is a shipping label printer. Now these are labels that are like 4x6 and you're going to use them to put your shipping labels onto your boxes. We got a Moibian one. I think Brother does one as well. This is just a small little unit that will connect onto your computer, and this will print all your shipping labels from, Parcel to Go or Seller Central, wherever you're booking your shipments from. This is what you'll use to print these out. Again, on top of that, you're going to need some 4x6 labels, and they are also, we buy those from Amazon as well. So the link for the 4x6 labels and the label printer is both in the description. Some other things you've got to think about are scales. Amazon make you weigh the box before you send it out. So you're going to need some scales to accurately weigh the box. Now we recommend getting the scales that we have linked in the description below. They're good for 50 kgs. The max you can send to Amazon is 23 unless you send it on a pallet. So 50 kgs is more than enough. And you also want to make sure you have a detachable screen. If you get a set of scales with a screen on the actual scale, it's going to be really difficult to see. Once you put the box on top, it's going to be difficult to see the actual weight of the box, and it is really important to get that right, because if you lie to Amazon and get it wrong, they do put marks on your account and it can go towards your account health. So it's always good to get the weights right. You're also going to need a tape dispenser. It sounds like a silly thing that you'd probably overthink, but it's very important to get a tape dispenser. You don't want to be wasting your time wasting tape, not sticking boxes down properly. Just a little tape gun is going to do really nice. There's a really cheap one. It's about 20 quid. I've linked it in the description below. Make sure you get yourself a tape dispenser. It will save your life and it will save you so much time. Obviously, the only last thing you're going to need is a tape measure for measuring the boxes. Amazon will force you to put the weight and the measurements of the boxes when you create the shipping plan. You've got to make sure you get the measurements correct, basically, because they do check when it arrives at the fulfillment center. So it's very important to get them right. I've linked a couple of tape measures down in the description below as well, but I assume the majority of people are already going to have one. So that is literally all of the hardware/equipment that you're going to need to start your FBA business. I'm pretty sure I can't think of anything else. I'm looking around the office here and I've pretty much said everything. Obviously we have a lot more stuff than that because we're a little bit more further on, but to get started, that is all you're going to need. You're going to need some scales, you're going to need your labels, you're going to need your printers, and as long as you can pack a box and send it to Amazon, you are going to be good. If you enjoyed this video, then feel free to leave a like, a comment, and please do subscribe. It really does help. Obviously, I've got the new computer now, which I'm really excited about, so this video was a lot easier to make for me, and hopefully there'll be a few more videos coming this way. And I'll see you in the next video.